Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome to more Airborne Kingdom in, well, the Airborne Kingdom, our own flying city. We've expanded a little bit in the last video. We have managed to ally one of the 12 great cities, and we've managed to get ourselves up to 27 inhabitants out of the 150 that we're ultimately looking for. What is this big thing over here? The Tapestry Ruin. An unremarkable ruin is covered in sand. It doesn't look like it actually has anything that I'm going to care about. Okay, well, fair enough. Cool. My question is, how do I actually leave this entire map? Like, I see an interesting aesthetic here is this whole area is kind of set up like an actual, I don't know, board of some sort, and these are kind of some ripped up edges, which is kind of cool. I don't know if, like, we fly off the edges, do we get access to a whole nother region, or what? No one's told me yet, but I'm hoping I find out soon. Oh, what's this I see in the distance? It looks like potentially another city right over here. All right, so we're going to travel all the way to this area in this continent over here. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if maybe there's another one up over here. Probably should have used this entire map as some sort of a reference to know where to go. All right, well, I'm learning. We got to get over here and make some new friends. We have met Mehlia Passage. Hi, guys, I'm the giant floating city of wonder. Be friends with me. Why? This seems completely an unnecessary way of transforming power over here, but all right. Small kingdom, but efficient. Are you sure? Their people value machinery to work the land. All right, well, we must prove our worth to them. With no leader to convince, our demonstration must be directed at the public. They're some sort of a democracy? Crazy, not actually a kingdom. Wind spinners the king to their efficiency. Okay, and apparently find one, working one, and bring it back to them. We will find a wind spinner. Okay, what kind of technologies might you have? Because I have many relics over here. We can get an ore. Takes only one person to operate and no fuel, but it does generate a very small amount of speed. Could be helpful. A charcoal hut. Turn wood into coal. Not bad in an emergency situation. A minaret provides faith. You know, people have needs. I guess we should go ahead and pick that up. And other options of getting some additional movement is not a bad idea, even though I'm hoping we don't have to make use of something so inefficient. Hey, look, more courts in a little ruin down there. Fantastic. We shall plunder the treasures of old, and somehow, who knows how many centuries later, this technology will still be relevant for our mystical flying city of legends. You guys having fun with this? I know it's a slower paced game, right? I mean, there's no denying this. This does not have the same level of frantic, death-defying odds as you'd get in certain, like, colony-building games or other survival games. This isn't quite the same level of depression as something like Frostpunk. Like, I understand. It's completely different, and it's a very different speed, where you just kind of fly around and find some little folks in their tiny settlements and say, hey, would you like to join the greater new world? And they're like, yeah, let's join a brave new world, a whole new world. And you start singing Aladdin sometime, and you go, this is nice, you know? It's just relaxing. That's what I'm trying to say. That's not a bad thing. It really isn't. Not everything has to be a hardcore challenge. Sometimes you want to just float by in life and gradually find coal. Make sure you don't fall out of the sky and not die. In other words, have pretty much no threat. And that's kind of what we're doing right now. And it's nice. Okay, we've unlocked the ability to place minarets. But it does take some people to work it, and also a resource I don't recognize. That would be, glass. Well, I did build a glass smelter, which is taking some quartz and turning that into glass. So, given just a little bit of time, we will be able to construct that. What I really need are just some extra people. Could send out less of those planes, and that would work. And people have been demanding some faith stuff for a while, so this feels like it's probably a good thing to build. We'll go ahead and place one right over here next to the rotor. I'm sure that's not going to interrupt people's prayers or anything. It'll be fine. Who's worried? More tech, street lamp, make people happy. Yeah, I guess that's kind of our only option. I mean, the charcoal hut takes 10 relics, and I don't have that right now. But more happiness is a good idea, right? Probably. We should do that. See what the minaret does for us, by the way. Place, boom. And we got a lot of satisfied people, but unfortunately not jubilant people, which is ultimately what I wanted. That's disappointing. Now, something I didn't realize, the minaret actually has a very small radius to it, so we want to build it amongst houses. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you there, move this house a little bit over like so, and then place you along here. And that should make at least a few people jubilant. Not enough, but I mean some. Requiring 2 workers, though, there must be ways to increase the radius of this thing to make it more effective, right? I am glad that we're able to move things around in this city because it does make my life a lot easier. Otherwise, I'd have to worry about knocking things down all the time, and that wouldn't be a lot of fun. But it is something we could do. Street lamp, yeah. Also, oh, range, yeah. Let's go ahead and spend a few hours boosting up that range and make all the people jubilant. Then more people will join every time I pass by one of these small settlements. Ooh, what's this? Okay, the further we get away from this area, the more of the map I am exploring. We just found this huge green area over there, where I'm guessing at least one, if not several, of those other kingdoms are going to be, so that's exciting. But I did notice that I had overlooked a giant gray circle over here, which means the wind turbine I'm looking for is probably off over here. So we're going to turn around and head off that direction. You know what would be nice? A little bit more propulsion. Let's go ahead and set up another sail since I've got 4 people currently available. Oh, this is interesting. By unlocking the minaret and the street lamp, we automatically discover something new here called the Shrine, which provides light and illuminates paths as well as faith. All of which is kind of nice, but it does take 5 people to operate, so I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably not the top priority. Let's go ahead and learn about those ores. Maybe those will be nice at some point in the future. And where am I going? All right, I stopped to get some coal. Let's turn right back around and find that dang wind thing, turbine, whatever it was. I don't know. Have I found the wind turbine? I think I did. The Settlers of the Gale. A squat frame holds an ancient wind spinner. Well, first off, let's look for some migrants. I'm pretty sure that we can go ahead and grab a couple of people, and then now that they're not here defending it, let's take their wind spinner. Oh, that's not how it works. All right. One at Mehlia is broken. A mention of Mehlia, the settlers gasp. Oh, man, it originates from Melian explorers. They thought they could never get home. Interesting. Maybe we can return the settlers back home. Okay, yeah, I think that'll be fine. I mean, sure, we don't have housing for them, so you're gonna have to sleep on the floor, and we have no guardrails, so don't you dare roll off in your sleep. But, no, we can definitely head back to the city and repair that thing, and I'm sure everyone's gonna hail us as triumphant heroes. Hello, Mehlia Passage. We have a bunch of people for you, and actually a bunch want to join me, so I didn't actually offload all those extra folks, but we now can repair their wind spinner. It's going to take a little while to get that going, and I see you guys have a bunch of balloons. Does that mean you guys are almost done? Maybe. Let's go ahead and research that charcoal hut, or at least unlock the blueprints for it, since we have enough relics, and we don't need to barter for any resources, so I guess we're just going to sit tight, gather up some more raw materials, and wait for them to finish repairing the spinner. There we go. Wind spinner is fixed. All right, they marvel at their now functional technology. The next thing they want me to do, construct a skyport. That should be fine. All we gotta do is harvest a bit more wood, which we're right next to conveniently, and we'll take care of that. Or I suppose I could just buy some wood from you. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have it handy, right? Skyport finishing up now. Well, also some hangar upgrades. That's nice. Faster resource gathering and stuff is great. We'll just go ahead and increase the number of planes. And we have gained another ally. Yeah, you can see we're sticking in one particular area of the world. I'm willing to bet that giant green section that was on the map is going to be one of these two. Probably this one, since it's, a little bit greenish colored. But that probably means there's at least 2 more somewhere out in this region. Okay, so that gives me at least some idea of what to look for on the map and find some more people. We're also now an airborne settlement, and more people have joined. Oh, good lord, okay. And now you guys want more stuff. 2 sources of light and faith. Hooray! Something I'm going to try to do is place down some of these little lamp things, the street lamps. You can kind of see that it does have a radius to it and how much pathing is actually lit up. I mean, I personally wouldn't see this as like the highest of priorities for a flying city in order to be happy, but I do want a happier population so that we're able to recruit more people and not have any issues, so we'll go ahead and at least set down a few of these. I think technically the happiness is derived from having like a certain percentage of your paths lit up, which I guess I'm not going to go into too much trouble trying to make sure that it's like perfect or anything. I mean, like, I don't know. Right now we're already at satisfied. I don't feel like we have to go to jubilant as long as we're not a mediocre or upset people. We'll be A-okay, but a few lights are probably warranted so people can see around in the dark. I mean, Lord knows, I live on a street that doesn't have a whole lot of street lights as well, actually. So I guess, now that I think about it, I kind of get it. These dark streets at night do kind of feel weird. Although, really, with such a tight-knit community in the sky, I mean, what are your risks exactly? It's not like any thieves are coming to visit you. And if they are, well, it's probably Greg from accounting. It's like, there's only 50 people on this thing. I can find out who robbed me pretty easily, right? It's like, what's the security risk exactly, guys? Why are y'all being so paranoid? You don't need light. Just go to sleep, man. Just go to sleep. Everything's fine. Oh, how exciting. We found some sort of an ancient well. Okay. Its mechanisms have rusted away. Nothing to do with it yet, but since it is something special on the map, I would not be surprised if at some point some inhabitants in a city ask us to come back over here and do something with it. Which makes me think there might be another city somewhat nearby. Maybe? Keep an eye on that horizon. We might spite some more people. I need more friends, dang it. Gasp. What's this I see? It looks like friends over here. Hello, friends. Do not be afraid of the giant unexpected city in the sky that defies all physics. We are not here to harm you, probably. I mean, unless that makes us friends in some way. Forcefully friends. The Cantis Crossing. We have a request, okay? Seekers have not returned in the Valley of Kings. If we can find them, I imagine that will make people happy. Very well, I shall go and explore. But also, what kind of blueprints do you have? Wings, all right, there's that. And farms creates food using water every 3 hours. You can clump them together. So if we're able to find very consistent sources of water, we'll be able to get more food. Now, truth be told, food so far has not been that difficult to come by. Just find some of these little thickets over here, and we can gather plenty. But it is good to know that that's an option, because it would not surprise me if, at some point in the future, we find out that it's really difficult to find food elsewhere on the map, and that might be our only real way of getting it. Oh, wow, this area over here has a whole bunch of ruins and stuff. Take a look at this. It's like 3 ruins all together. Take a look at that. All right, that's pretty cool. Also, some sort of a weird ancient ruin down here. Let's see. We could leave, but then, do we find the Seekers? Ah, it is the Seekers from Cantis. Excellent. Jubilant shouts down below. They want to join our council immediately upon rescue. Well, sure. Extra people are always going to be great. Remember, the goal is to get up to about 150 population, so we're honestly a third of the way there already. And now, all I need to do is turn this ship right back around. Whoops. Come on. There we go. And we'll return these people to their proper city. Hello, potential friends. I have found your seekers for you. They call me the Seeker. All right, so we have allied with them. Oh, wait, no, this is a totally different friend. Hi, also friends, but not the friends that I actually was looking for. Oops, I went to the totally wrong area of the map. Okay, other potential friends. This time I definitely didn't mix you guys up. No way around it. All right, so they got more people who are willing to join us. Excellent, and now we must build, you guessed it, a skyport. Which seems, I mean, pretty straightforward. We've done this plenty of times already. We can spend our relics, and I guess I'll go ahead and unlock both the wing and the farm. Might as well have access to all that stuff. And in the meantime, we need more housing. It's getting harder and harder to properly set aside housing districts without creating some rather substantial imbalance issues. I mean, my whole city is feeling like it's tilting over kind of a lot. So that's a little bit of a problem, but okay. The skyport is complete. We have gained another ally. One more city filled in. There's probably one right over here that we're still supposed to get, right? Probably. Allied to Cantis Crossing. All right, they will give us even more wood per hour. Is that just kind of what everyone in this area of the map is going to give me? If I get all 4 cities in this area, do I just get 4 wood per hour and that's all that it is? I mean, that could be nice. For all I know, the other sections of the map have no forests. So we're gonna need that help. I'm gonna expand a few of these paths out just a little bit more. I feel like we're gonna need some more space, more all this setup, ready, more housing and everything else. It just does take a little while for them to set up, of course, but whatever. We'll get this going. Just try to stay far away from that rotor. Can we all just agree that this game is freaking beautiful? I mean, if nothing else, right? Regardless of how you might feel about, you know, its pacing and everything else, you gotta admit, this is a pretty charming looking game, right? I really like the aesthetic of it. I feel like this kind of Arabian Nights, slightly steampunkish style is unusual, but like, I dig it. I think it's a pretty darn cool look for a weird skyship of legend. Frankly, I wouldn't mind seeing some more games with this kind of aesthetic behind it. It's just great. And you watch the world go by underneath. I don't know. It kind of lulls you to sleep a little bit. Like when you're flying internationally, you just kind of look out the window and all you can see are clouds and sometimes the greenery underneath. It's like, this is nice. I'm in no rush. I can't go anywhere any faster than I already am, so I might as well just enjoy the scenery. Enjoy the view, man. Oh, nice. Fluorescent ponds, even more dyes for me. I like what I'm seeing there. And is this another potential group of friends? Certainly seems that way. How very exciting for everyone involved. All right, well, I'm actually going to end this video here because I think we've made enough progress for today. City's, hanging in there, almost literally. I mean, I personally wouldn't want to walk around or sleep in this city. It feels like it's a little imbalanced, but mostly that's because we're generating the lift in weird ways. I suspect at some point what you'd want to do is probably move a whole bunch of buildings and kind of redo your entire urban planning. That said, that would get a little tedious at some point, mainly because, moving every individual house and stuff could become a little bit annoying. But regardless, we'll come back to that if we need to. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, I would ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.